Welcome to Twogs NFL Game of the Week and Prime Time. It's a battle of the birds. The Dirty Birds take on the Dream Team. Week 2 of the NFL. Key players for the Dream Team. We got Mike Vick, the scrambling sensation. We got Deshaun Jackson, who is the only one that can catch a deep ball, or he just likes to throw to, not sure. Then you got the dual threat of LaShawn McCoy, runs, he catches, does a lot of good stuff. Then you got Espial, Samuel, and Rogers Commodity. Don't really need to do about the first names because you know who they are. Big buzz about every single last one of them. If you don't know who they are, search them because you've been under a rock. Now for the Dirty Birds, you got the shot caller of Matty Ice, which got thawed out in week 1. And then you have Julio Jones, their new rookie. Let's see what he can do. Maybe have a breakout game. You don't know. You got Tony Gonzalez, the veteran tight end. Then you have Michael Turner. Yeah, Michael Turner. He really got shut down too. Maybe you have a breakout game. The Dirty Birds are really getting dragged through the mud in week 1. Now you have Dante Robinson and Grimes, the two corners. They really horrible performance too. So, time for key matchups. First up, the Dream Team. Mike Vick, Matty Ice for the Dirty Birds. Two different styles of offense. Okay, got a little check down for the Eagles, and they run. Mike Vick's run. They're heavily aggressive on the passing. Decent offensive line, but with a quarterback like Mike Vick, he can run. So, doesn't really need an offensive line, but they like to spread the field. He doesn't have one receiver. He sees it, he throws it, it's open. Matty Ice, you need to play off. You need to go be the guy who leads your team to the playoff contention that you were time and time again for the past 3 years. Okay? Get your shit together because your corners need to go. You need to poison that pocket. I know the Bears came up and ass raped your line and sacked the shit out you, okay? That's what they did. I don't care if you're denying that. You need to fucking look at that game. And your offensive line needs to hold up. He needs to be poised, especially with a lot harder corners now that the Dream Team brings to the table versus the Bears. They actually have a decent linebacking core too, so if it's too bad, he needs to go, and his receivers need to produce, and the run game needs to be there as well. They need to go there. Tony Gonzalez, I don't know what he's going to do, because if he gets sacked, they're going to have to start blocking for him, but he also needs to go, and he needs to start making plays, because that's why you got him. Now, Dante Robinson versus Deshaun Jackson. So Deshaun Jackson is the deep man for Mike Vick. He makes plays. He's the go-to guy in the first game against the Rams. He was the go-to guy. He was short passes, long passes. Dante Robinson has to shut him down. Take him out of the equation. I'm not saying Vic's going to run or he's going to pass it to another receiver, but make it harder. Take away his go-to guy. He's going to have to keep up with him. Don't let him cut out to the outside. Don't get burnt downfield and be susceptible to the long ball. You can't do that. He's got to keep pace. Do not get out of place. Play short. He's going to run short. Deshaun Jackson's going to run short route. Dante Robinson's got to run it with him. He has to mirror him to a T. Shut him down. And now on to the final matchup. The Falcons linebacking core versus Mike Vick / LaShawn McCoy. What I mean by that is the linebacking core is going to have to get pressure on Vick. Keep him in the pocket. Do not let him run. Bad things happen when you let him run. So don't let him run. Don't let him run. Keep him in the pocket. Get pressure. McCoy. Do not let McCoy run all up and down on you. Seal those gaps. There's my co-host to tell you more. Yeah, don't let him run. Actually, don't let Michael Vick run near LaShawn McCoy. And right before you tackle him or he's about to pass the line of scrimmage, he throws the ball and McCoy gets like a 50-yard fucking little dump check off that turns into a 50-yard gain. Don't let that happen. Keep McCoy and keep Vick at bay at the same time. I don't care if you have to commit linebackers to him, if you have to commit a safety to one, you need to commit people on both of them, and they need to be good because, you know, they can do play action. If Vic could run, he could throw it little dump to McCoy, and he could run for like 50 yards. McCoy could go out like a receiver and do it. But you also need to seal up that gas because besides the little checkdowns and dumps that he does, yeah, McCoy can run. He can still run pretty good. So you need to shut down that gap. You all need to do it. That's what you need to do. You need to shut down. It's all in the linebacking core mostly. You need to get pressure. They both are good runners, but with a screaming quarterback like Vic, you need to hit them in the blind side. Time for keys to victory. First up, the Dirty Birds. Now, the linebacking core for the Falcons need to keep Vic in the pocket. Do not let him run. I know I touched back on the matchups, but don't let him run. Close out the holes, cause fumbles, cause maybe an interception or on the dump to the running back. Call out the running back. As soon as you get that dump, commit somebody. If you're trying to get to the outside, make them lose yards, so abandon the running game. You got to keep Vic in there. If you try to scare him, hit him. And allow it max 2 yards. Do not let him go any farther. So keep him in the pocket. Make his wide receivers beat your corners. That's it. Do not let him put him on his back and carry him, because he will do that. Shut down the running game too, but keep Vic in the pocket. Now on the flip side, Falcons offensive line, protect Matty Ice. Let him go and pass it down the field. Let him pass it down the field. Take those deep shots. Take those underneath routes on the soft coverage. But keep them up. Do not let them get sacked. Don't let them fumble. A lot of sacks equals a fumble. Eventually, it happens. So make sure the protection holds up well. He gets the time that he needs to make plays happen. And then the wide receivers for the Falcons, since they have Cromartie, Asamoah, and so they have all those good corners, and Asante Samuel. All those the three corners have 3 good corners, and all 3 of them. So what you need to do is make sure they run the sharpest routes they can. Make sure the receivers maybe attack their soft coverage, but you cannot let them be smothered by those great corners of the Eagles. So you cannot let them. You got to run. Make sure the routes are sharp. Make sure you get some acceleration. Maybe beat them off the line. Do not let them get blanketed. Now here's my co-host to tell you about the Eagles' keys to victory. Real quick, yeah, it would be making us easier if the freaking Philadelphia Eagles had corners that actually had names people could pronounce right. That's all I'm saying. Y'all need to rename, get a nickname. Alright, now you gotta be aware of Michael Turner. Okay, you need to shut his ass down. Don't let him run. Matty Ice is getting his ass whooped from the Bears, and if your linebacker coach can do that, he's gonna look for Turner. Alright, and of course you got the lock on the receivers. I mean, you didn't pay on the big bucks for nothing on them people you got. Okay. Next, Tony Gonzalez. Is he going to block? Is he going to let out? Eagles, you need to find out what he's doing. Is he blocking? Is he going down? Is he going to fake? Is he going to delay? You need to know where the hell he's at all times. At all times. He makes big plays. That's why they got him a couple of years back. That's why they're going to continue to keep him. And that's why he's to continue to still do what he does, make plays. You need to be aware of that. And their new freaking first round draft pick that everyone had all the hype going at, Julio Jones. He didn't really do nothing the first week, but who knows? He's getting smarter, he's getting better, and who learns? So who knows what he'll do? Who knows? He could be like 80-yard fucking receptions on you. Who knows? He could outbox you, okay? Remember, you need to keep an eye on him. They didn't give him a big contract, get him in the first place, so you need to be aware of him. Alright. Peace, deuces. See you next week for another game.